All right, we're just waiting to see if we can get back into orb here. Where this line, this is a trap. This is a failed trap. We have London low. What I'm looking for is this was the market structure change. We're looking to stop out now. We want a big pop. We want a big pop here. Yup, you're expecting those sellers, and then you want a pop, right? Because if we go back here to orb, this is orb low. This is where they're selling right now. We want to see a pop. And then we're looking to rotate orb and we marry this position. This is around a 10:30 reversal time period. As long as we don't get sellers to continue, we marry this position. This is just one contract. See right there, you see those sellers. Those are those sellers you want out. Those are the ones that are trying so damn hard to hold us back. And look where they're trying to hold us back. They're trying to hold us back inside of orb. We might make one more retest lower before going higher. But for now, I'm just sitting break even. I don't care. This is free money. Zero risk on the table. It would be very nice if we can break higher here, back into orb, and we can rotate orb. But as you can see, those sellers are trying. They're rejecting orb there. I'm not seeing any 3-bar. I'm not seeing any sort of reversal pattern there. It's just straight up selling pressure. And the 25 areas down here, which is those quarter psych increments, which we might test, but you know, we're just gonna be patient here, sit at break even, let it play out, and go from there. Come on, let's get one more test. We got a lot of people loaded in here. A lot of people loading in. See the little range we are forming? See those wicks on the 5-minute chart? The next directional move, whether it be up or down, is going to be violent. We're just going to let this play out. Makes me want to close it here. Makes me want to close it here. The way this is dancing around. But they're holding that EMA so well. But look at this chart. Look at this chart. Look what we are rejecting. See this? See these wicks? Oh my god, that's ugly. Look at all the sellers sitting there. Look at this. This is the trap that we were talking about. We could do it on a 1-minute chart if you want to see it. That's the trap. Let's put this back to my original colors and size here. That's the trap. See if we can get above that. We're holding the bottom of orb here. Entry's good. Where my stop is good. We just need to break here. We just need to break here. We're going to marry this position if we can break back inside and continue. And it is contingent on a few things here. It's contingent on breaking this trend line. We have short-term prior swings from the intraday move, right? This move has these swings in it. this move has market structure. So market structure is all the way up here at 400. So we're going to marry this for a while. I might even hold this all the way along. You know, I'll put my tick chart on in a second. I'm just screenshotting this. I'm sorry, I'll put my so we got to hold London low here. Midline. Not a bad move at all. Looking good. That looks good, man. I'm telling you, look at this. Here we go. So this is where the stop run was. This is the failed trap. They tried one more time. They couldn't break it down, and then we broke it. So now we're officially in an intraday uptrend. We're coming up to this trend line. Okay, yeah, that could be something there. This looks like an overshoot. These look like overshoots to me. It's just kind of how I'm trading it. I mean, I could bring this a little lower, maybe like right there. This could be the overshoot, but I'm going right here, right? So we're looking to break this level, but we're at the 200 EMA on the 1 minute chart. So want to snap that and stay above it, right? We don't want to, it's a range day, so I'm not really using the 200 EMA because usually what we like to see is above the 200 EMA, chop, chop, chop on the 1 minute, you know, getting trapped up there, and then we stopped out below. I want to trail, but I cannot trail because market structure is here. This is the spot for shorts to start selling again. But this is a failed bearish move below orb. A failed bearish move below orb. We are looking to rotate all of orb, but we got to get above these little tiny prior swings here, right? Sellers, we got London low. Let's see if they come back and retest London low. You know, I might take this off here. I want to see if we snap. We're at the 50s. That's what we broke. That's what we broke to start this move. So we coming back to retest the 50s. Let's see if we can form some sort of short-term structure here at this level. 10:39 a.m. I'm already up on the day. I just wanted to start this recording for this failed move here on the 42. We do have to retest this 42, so I might take this off. I'm just seeing if we can get the continued momentum here. I just don't want them to get stuck above the 50s here and sell off too fast. I am expecting, you know, you got to give some room for your moves. It's got to be a healthy pullback. I know it's painful to watch your profits slowly go away. I mean, we were probably up $600-700 up here. Now we're only up 400, right? We lost 300. But you need it to breathe. You need these waves in the market. You need it to breathe. Unless you hit your TP. My TP is orb high, London high. This very well could retrace back down, but we don't know. Stop trying to catch the highs and the lows, right? The money doesn't matter right now. What I'm using right now is I'm using this right here. As long as we don't break below that, I kind of have my eyeball on it. And I'm just letting the market breathe. Letting the market breathe. All right, let's see if we can continue, right? 61. We got to snap 61, 62. 62 is what we have to snap. So we'll probably dance between 62 and 50 for a bit. Whichever side is on the wrong side of the move will get stopped out. That's what I love to trade. I love to trade these stop runs, right? I love to trade these stop runs. But I'm looking here on the tick chart. Let's go ahead and move over to the tick chart. I'm looking at this trend line here that we're holding. As long as we stay above that, above the EMA, we came back, retested London low. But look at the 62, right? This is the 62 and this is the 50. We're going to dance there until one side gets over leveraged, and then we're going to stop out that side. That's what happens in the market all the time. I'm looking to have it snap up, and then my stop loss goes below 450. If we break down here, so be it. It is what it is. We're not perfect. We can't catch the high, and we can't catch the low on everything. All right, there's not an EMA test. Let's get an EMA test. Well, we might come back down. What I'm worried about is a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute. We do not have that. All right, there's our EMA test. Let's see if that's good enough, right? This is our first EMA test, which means it's a healthy pullback on this move. This is a healthy pullback, right? This is a pullback. This is a pullback. This is a pullback, right? But the location here at this trend line is what we look for shorts. If you think we're going to continue short today and you have a short bias, that's where you look for your failure setups, your buyer failure setups. Buyers try once, buyers try twice, can't do it, and then you stop them out. But right now, we're looking to just see if this EMA on this strong move up after stopping out these sellers here was enough. Let's see if that was enough. Let's go all the way up here, go off the fucking screen, and let's lose price action, right? Let's lose it. Have it go all the way up. So this is our first attempt. This is our second attempt. We have to make a new high. Otherwise, stop losses are below this. Do you see that? Price action. First entry long, second entry long, stop losses are below here. Need to make a new high above 62. 62, we want to see a nice snap. And when we see the snap, we want to go ahead and, watch ourselves in these areas. Watch ourselves in these areas. So we need to break this area, retest, and then we can go up to the entire structure. Right now, this is just short-term structure. The daily structure is up here. I know it's range bound. We're at the 200 EMA. We're rejecting. We're dancing. I want to move my stop loss, but we got to give it time and we got to give it room to breathe. 10:45 coming up here. We're going to go on the 15-minute chart and take a peek at the 15-minute chart. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Here's our 15-minute chart. This 15-minute chart looks like we're going to be closing back inside of orb. That would be great. Get a nice strong close. 18 seconds, 17 seconds, right? Let's see. We're going to bust a move here. We're going to bust a move. Nice strong close inside of orb. Should give the reason for us to continue long. All right? We're going to have to form a wick now. Remember, you form a wick. Look at all these 15-minute candles. Most of them have a wick. So we got to form this wick. All right. Might get a little stop run below 47. We need the continuation. The longer we dance just slightly above 50, the longer we dance just slightly above 50 gives all the buyers that are buying above 50 need to get rewarded above this wick here. All these buyers above 50 have to get rewarded. If they don't get rewarded, we could see a nice stop run to the downside. Tick chart, trend line still holding here. Tick chart, trend line still holding. We need to break, but see how we're tampering lower? Low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. Stop run below here. See the EMA? You see that? I'm just giving it room. I want to see if we can continue the breakout, right? We closed inside of orb on the 15-minute chart, which is telling me bullish. We broke 42 here, which was originally telling me bullish, right? I said it before. I know I said it in the Discord. We break 42, that's bullish. We broke it here, failed to make a new low off of the trap, and then we stopped out then. Where did we come up to here? These buyers are not being rewarded, so we need to get these buyers rewarded. Otherwise, we might see a stop run below 50. Maybe retest this 300 level down here. But we got to be patient. These man, these bullish moves are very, very, very grindy and choppy and rough, and you got to be able to take a little bit of drawdown on your bullish moves. And when I mean drawdown, we were all the way up here, which is like $700, and we came all the way down here to like 300. Yeah, is that stressful? Absolutely, that's stressful. See if we can get one pop. We want to see a stop run above 62. Stop run above 62. Looking for a stop run above 62. Let's see. We need to get it. We need to get it. Let's zoom in on a 5-minute and 1-minute chart. 5 minutes looking good. 5 minutes looking good. We have a continuation pattern here on the 5-minute. I don't know if you see that. This is a continuation pattern. When you have a strong green stick, a bearish candle that doesn't break below anywhere. It's an inside bearish candle. And then this one, we're breaking out, right? All right, so we broke 62. We broke 62. Now we need to see the stop run, right? We broke it. Now we got to see the stop run. See what we get. See what we get. All right, so there we go. We came up to orb midline. We do not want, this is, the struggle is, we could get a 3-bar here. Struggle is we can get a 3-bar to the downside here. We can get a 3-bar to the downside here. So we need a continuation above orb midline here. So this is, this is the midline. All right, we got a nice little snap there. We got a nice little snap. That looks good. That looks good. Nice little snap. But we have to continue. That wick is the dangerous part. See those wicks? Those are liquidity sweeps, right? A lot of people take those as liquidity sweeps. Want to see bullish continuation. Because we had that 15-minute candle close. All right, we're going to be patient. Structure's down here. So, do I want to take this off? That's what I'm questioning right now. I'm questioning, do I want to take this off at this level? All right, retest. We're going to give it one attempt here. See that wick? We're going to give it one more attempt to see if we can go higher. I mean, that was at what, 72? So we're retesting the 62s. Retesting the 62s. We're going to go to a 5-minute chart here real quick. And do I want to trail here? If we can get a new high, I'm going to trail right here at 60. Let's go to a 5-minute chart and see what we got going on here. 5-minute chart. Yeah, we could form a 3-bar up here, so we're going to go tight. We're trailing tight. Next snap up here, though, would be game over, and I'm just going to continue to trail that market structure. But for now, it's like a trap area, right? This is a trap area, micro trap zone, which the wick that formed up there, it's, people call them liquidity sweeps. But getting out there, it's a failed trap. Failed trap. Looking for a failed trap here, but would need some aggro selling. Buying, not buying. Looking good, though. I like this. It's looking good. Still looking good. Let's see. New 5-minute candle in 45 seconds. See what we can get here. Patience. 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 I'm done after this trade. I'm up, what am I? I'm up 2,600. It'll be like a $2,500 day if I stop out. Man, if we break this high here, I might add another one into this. Then I'll trail separate stop losses. Or do I just let it continue to... Oh, excuse me. I'm allergic to this attempt by the Bears. All right, so new 5-minute candle here. New 5-minute candle. Let's see what we got. Come on, snap it, bro. This is looking good. We just have to snap that wick. 400 is going to be a tough one. There we go. Snap that wick. Let's get a stop run now. You figure there were sellers that came in here. Let's get them out. Let's get them out. Let's get those sellers out. Beautiful. Up 1K on this trade. It's a beautiful thing. All right, now that we're up here, we have to hold. Got some room. Might marry this. We have 3 minutes until next 1 hour candle. Half hour before London close. Looking hella bully right now. Just afraid of the retest of the trend line. Might take it off or trail if we establish a quicker higher low on 500K chart. Orb high at 400 gonna be rough. Orb high is around 400. Actually, looks like orb high is just slightly high in comparison to gotta be patient. Gotta allow these healthy pullbacks. Yes, we did break the swing. This doesn't mean this trap zone is over. This trap zone is not over. 85 to 90 is going to be rough. Which we rejected at 80.75. Structure is down here on the 1 minute and everything else. All right, let's see if we can hold here. Let's make sure we're not going to get a 3 bar in a 5 minute or anything like that. Next pop here will be good. Next pop here will be good. Next pop will be good because we have in the trap zone, broke clearly above both swings, right? Not just a little wick. We broke to really get those sellers in there, and then we can stop them out. Oh, let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Up 1,000 on this trade. Up 3,000 on the day. Up 3,000 on the day. Are we going for a 100-point move? We got some room above, though. We got to get above this 400 level. This is clearly going to be a rough zone. We would need aggressive. We would need some aggro-ass buyers above that zone. We would need some aggro-ass buyers above that zone. Retest is probably going to come soon. I'm taking this off. I'm going to start trailing very tight. What are we going to do? Where's the 1 minute chart? Where's the 1 minute candles? 1 minute candles below 70, right? So 70 ish. Okay. Can't really do much there. So that'll lock us in another $850. You got to be willing to give back $300 to let the trade breathe. But new hourly candle. Come on. See if we can get some more out of this. See if we can get some more out of this. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. I like this spot. Right here. 81s. 85 to 90 I said was going to be a pain in the ass. We got to get above 85 to 90 and I'm going to trail here. Remember, I said 85 to 90 is going to be a pain in the ass. Clear objective at London high and orb high. Clear objective. If you do not see that objective, I don't know what is wrong with you. Stop timing tops. Stop timing tops. We have a failed move below orb. Failed move below orb. Clear bullish move. If you don't see this clear bullish move, I don't know what to tell you. Bulls are clearly in charge. They have objectives. 400 is a psych level, London high, and orb high. Clear objectives. We have clear objectives. We're going to go to the hourly chart just to see how this hourly candle's forming. That's hella bullish if we continue. Orb high is right here. London high is right here. Remember I said 90? Where'd we reject? 85 to 88. You want healthy pullbacks. This is a healthy pullback. So the EMA to the area where the previous wicks and highs were. We might retest orb midline, but I'm trying to trail tighter for this nice, strong, bullish move up. There, oh, that looks good. We just got to get these buyers to get rewarded when you start seeing those big sticks like that, right? When you start seeing those big sticks on the 500 tick chart, see that big stick that started to form here, this wick? You need these buyers to get rewarded. That was a very strong bullish candle there. Can't trail yet, but I'm also not going to give back too much profits. This is where you start getting the trade exhaustion. You become mentally exhausted and you got to take it off. Because I am actively managing this trade. Trade exhaustion is a real thing. I don't care who you are. You can't just set it and forget it and go away. Yes, you can. You got to walk away physically. If you look at those charts and you start managing it actively, you are going to reach potential trade exhaustion. And I am reaching that point right about now. I'm up, $1,100. It starts to get to your brain. You're like, I don't want to give this, $1,000 back. I don't want to give back any of this. I want to lock. Then you start saying that stuff in your brain. I want to lock in over $1,000. I'm also at $3,000 on the day profit. So I'm saying to myself, I don't want to lock in anything less than $3,000. That is dangerous. Remember, that is dangerous. Don't do that. Let the trade work. Let the trade work.
Stop filled.
I'm done. I hit trade exhaustion. I'm calling it quits. Do you see how that works? I am exhausted mentally. This trade can continue. I am calling it quits on this trade because I am becoming too attached. Do you see that? Trade exhaustion. We're going to go over exactly what we took this trade and why we took it, right? Shorts were looking good. You know, this rejection at London high. We formed orb, rejection at London high. We came down to London low, bounced, rejected at midline, orb midline, and then we shorted, rejected, shorted, right? Looks good, but look at the bearish structure. What I'm saying is bearish structure. We're going to look at this. This is the bearish structure. Find your higher highs and higher lows from the most immediate move. Lower, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This is not a lower low. So what is this? Market structure change. So where market structure changes here on the 500 tick chart. Market structure changes right here. So price came down, we bounced, held. When we break that, now we're changing market structure, short-term micro market structure to the upside, but we haven't broken the lower highs on this down move. We broke the lower high on the down move right here. This wick correlates on the where's our circle? Correlates on the time charts. On the 1 minute chart, this wick is right here. Let's see if we can move this over. Right there. See that wick? That tiny little wick. Right there. Breaking is right here on the tick chart. Okay? So we have short-term market structure. It broke. But all that means is we have potential traps. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Break above the previous lower high. That one wick can form a trap. We pulled back to where? Where we changed short-term market structure and held. The next break of here is going to signal potential longs and stop runs. Doesn't always happen because you're always going to have those more sellers. You had those sellers come, but they failed to deliver. Then we get the stop run. Same thing as yesterday. Same thing as yesterday. We can, let me take this down, always on top. All right. In that zone, let's move into what I use, a 5-minute chart, footprint. See what we got, 5-minute chart, footprint. Here we go. All right, 5-minute chart, footprint. As you can see, I'm not sure if you can, this wick, this is our spot. Okay, that's our spot. What do you see going on here? Who is aggressive and who is not aggressive? Who's saying, like I said yesterday, who is saying, I don't care about the price, I want in now? Is it buyers or sellers? Let's look at the delta. That's how you tell. So, from the opening on the day, negative 1.41 thousand delta, negative 288 delta, positive 21 delta, positive 925 delta, negative 1.67K delta, negative 150 delta, negative 921 delta, negative 827 delta, negative 544 delta, positive 493, negative 322, negative 173, negative 13. This candle here is where we wicked, negative 322, negative 173, negative 13. And then what did we do? We popped on this 5-minute chart back above, like I said, we popped back above here on this candle, this area here. When we popped above, this area here had a 913 delta. So in this little area, we had 913 delta positive, which is a strong positive delta after we saw all those negative deltas below orb, trying to reject orb. This green zone here is orb. The sellers were trying. The sellers were the ones saying, I don't care about it. I don't care about price. I want in now. Give me my short position now. They were saying that in this zone. When we snapped at 913 delta, we look at the next candle and see if we're going to get the continuation to the downside, right? What all did we just find new sellers and we're going to continue? Well, we have negative 16 delta, which isn't that good. Then from there, we saw a positive 571, positive 475, positive 448, positive 483. But do you see what is occurring here? We had our first negative delta here at negative 544. So once we stopped out these sellers in this area based off of order flow and footprint and who is aggressive, once we stopped them out at this candle in this area, well, we stopped them out here. They tried a little bit, and then these were just the follow-throughs. The longs are in. Correlate that as well with market structure. This is where we originally snapped, right? That's where we originally snapped. This is where we had the positive delta on that 5-minute candle. Right. Whoops. Right here we had the positive delta on that 5-minute candle. And then we had a slightly negative, only negative 16, which this right here was negative 16. Right? Which means we didn't get a lot of sellers to try to come in. There were still more buyers after we snapped above. And then we get this sticks going higher. That's what I'm talking about. That's a stop run that is doing everything reverse from what your brain is telling you to do in the market. And from there, we're getting positive delta, positive delta, positive delta. No reason to close this trade unless maybe you close below the EMA or market structure. I hit trade exhaustion. It is what it is. Targets. Let's go over targets real quick. Targets are orb high. Targets are London high. Orb high. Psych level 400. That was my targets. I hit trade exhaustion. That's fine. Look at where we're going. Orb high at exactly about 400 exactly, right? So if we go over to the tick chart at about 400 exactly, this zone here selling pressure, right? All I got to say is that was a beautiful trade, great market structure, great reversal below orb, below London. You know, it's beautiful rotation. These markets are really good once you start getting a hang of it. The only issue is, you just can't slap long and expect it to continue to grind higher like we were doing previously in Biden's market. These markets have changed. You have to change with them. And for me, it's back to order flow, catching everybody on the wrong side, because guess what? Long-term participants are not the ones moving this market. It's short-term. All right, everyone. Love you. Bye.